Welcome back to the Grindhouse, sickos. So I recently watched Malignant, and despite what many people say about it online, I actually kinda liked it. I went into this movie expecting to hate it because, I had recently seen all the Conjuring stuff movies. I've seen the first three Conjurings. I've seen the Annabelles. I've seen the Nuns. I've seen the La Lloronas. La Llorona was bad. That was a bad movie. Honestly, terrible. It was really terrible. Annabelle Comes Home was bad as well. And the other Conjuring movies are no saints either. Those movies have their own flaws. But I did enjoy some of them. I did enjoy them. I kind of liked The Conjuring 3. So when Malignant was coming out and people were saying that this movie was going to be bad, well, people said it was bad. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna test my luck. I bought it and I watched it, and I honestly have to say it's not as bad as I thought it would be. So basically, the plot of the movie is very cheesy. It feels like an old 90s or 80s cheesy horror movie. It's about a woman who is pregnant, and she has an abusive relationship. She has an abusive husband, and one day while they're fighting, he slams her head into the wall. He slams the back of her head into the wall. And this, alright, spoilers. So basically, so when he slams her head into the wall, it awakens this dark evil spirit inside of her. Well, it's not a dark evil spirit, it's like a parasite. That when she was a child, it was growing in the back of her. The whole backside of her had a parasite, or like this malformed thing named Gabriel. And they tried to kill him all those years ago, but they couldn't, because if they removed him surgically, she would die. So they just cut out a little bit of him and buried the rest in her skull. And when her boyfriend, I think it's her husband. When her husband slammed her head into the back of the wall, it basically awoke Gabriel. And now she's seeing visions of people dying at the hands of Gabriel, which actually turns out to be herself, because Gabriel is actually controlling her to kill people, which we see at the end of the movie. I think the reason why people hate this movie is because they think the whole premise and just the whole performance of the movie is stupid. I honestly think the movie is a very cheesy 80s campy horror movie. By no means it's a great movie. It's not even Sharknado type good, because Sharknado isn't even so bad as good. It's just an awful movie. It's honestly like a very campy 80s or 90s horror movie. I especially love all the killings. I love all the gore. I love the blood. I didn't expect the movie to be that brutal, towards the ending segment when, so she has two names. Her original birth name was Emily, but when she was adopted by a new family because Gabriel almost made her kill her pregnant mother, stabbed the baby stomach, she was adopted and her new name was Maddie. And basically she had been talking to Gabriel back when she was with her original birth family on a toy phone that she had gotten for Christmas or her birthday, I think. I don't know. And he was telling her, to kill people, and she tried to kill her mother, but she woke up and saw her holding the knife above her, and basically I think that was the final straw, and she was given up for adoption. And she basically goes back to her adoptive mother. Okay, this is something that's really funny. Sometimes I can't tell if the movie's trying to be a horror comedy or just a horror movie, because there are times where the line delivery and the music they use is so funny. There's one scene, and another spoiler, it's a scene sorry, where Maddie is revealing to her adoptive sister, which I think would have been pretty obvious. I don't know if this was trying to shock the audience, but this was very, like, obvious. Like, she looks at her, like, while she's staying with her because, Gabriel actually killed her husband after he did that to her. And, she, like, they're talking, and then she looks at her and she's like, I'm adopted. And it's literally the funniest line delivery I've seen in a while. Like, the face that her sister makes, her adoptive sister, and the music that they use is so funny. Like, that was honestly the funniest shit ever. Overall, the movie is okay. I mean, it's not a masterpiece. I don't think it's gonna shape the horror scene. It might bring back the 80s campiness of horror movies. It might bring back the cheesy so bad it's good formula. Honestly, a message to directors who are trying to make a so bad it's good movie: don't, alright? Don't make a bad movie on purpose. You're not being funny, you're not being quirky, you're just being dumb. You're just shitting on your own director's title, okay? I don't think this movie was made purposefully, like, not good. I think it was just, or maybe it was trying to be an 80s campy horror movie, which I like. I honestly like that. It's certainly not one of my favorite movies of the year, but it was fine. Don't listen to what people say online. You might like it. If you like that, like, cheesy slasher genre, you should probably check out Malignant. It's good. Overall, it's an okay movie. It has its flaws, but it is pretty good. Well, that is my review of Malignant. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.